running a successful adult content business requires way more than just creativity. It requires and demands efficient tools that handle everything from scheduling content to content creation. And in this video, I'm going to unveil the software subscriptions that power my daily operations, explaining how each and every one of them contributes to my productivity and to my growth. So stick around to the very end of the video, where I also reveal the single subscription software tool that every creator should not live without. I am super excited to share the tools and software subscriptions that power my adult business, because managing a successful adult content brand involves juggling just multiple tasks. So that being said, you have to consider things like content creation, scheduling, audience engagement, data analysis, and over the years, I have curated a set of tools that not only streamline my productivity in these processes, but also enhance the ability to grow my brand. And whether you are a seasoned creator or just starting out, you need to understand that utilizing software can make a world of difference. This will walk you through each tool, explain the purpose, and highlight how it contributes to a seamless operation of my business. By the end of this video, I am hoping, fingers crossed, that you will have an understanding of how you can use these tools and how they can be integrated into your adult creator business and all of its workflows to make your business just easier and more well-oiled and just less friction. Let's lubricate it. Okay, so the first tool I want to talk about is my Motion AI calendar. And I believe I'm paying somewhere around $25 a month for this tool. It's a little on the pricey side. But Motion is essentially an AI-driven productivity tool calendar. Call it what you want. It's basically a calendar. And it can do some cool things. So it can kind of combine task management or a CRM with scheduling and a calendar, and also project planning all in one platform. It automatically prioritizes and schedules or reschedules your calendar based on the deadlines of the tasks you still have to do or the things that are on your calendar. So this is really cool because if you miss a task, it'll reschedule it in your calendar. And it's the one thing I think that it's made me very aware of my time, and it's helped me audit my time and dial in my time. So I think that for that reason, Motion has just been a game changer. We tend to overestimate what we can do in a day and underestimate what we can do in a decade. So Motion AI calendar really puts it into perspective for me and lets me know and take accountability for every section or minute or second of my day. And it's in a really realistic way because it's by tasks and not just by events. Now, Motion has some cool features. You can coordinate with your team on it. You can build out projects. You can really dial it in as much or as little as you want to. And I think the fact that it has this automated AI running in the background that will reschedule your calendar if you get missed, you miss an event or you miss a task, I think that's really cool because it kind of takes place of an assistant in some ways. The next tool, and I've talked about this many times on this channel, is Asana. Asana is kind of a CRM or task management tool. This is a tool that I cannot live without. Again, Asana is a little bit more on the pricey side, but it's how I manage every project in my business. So it's got project tracking, it's got the ability to monitor progress or set KPIs and goals, and this is how I communicate with my team. So SWCEO as a business is on Asana. My Melrose brand as a business is on Asana. My personal assistants or executive assistants, they're on Asana. Pretty much everything I do lives and gets built out in terms of a workflow on Asana. And the teams that I work with and the people I collaborate with on these projects, they move items through these workflows in a team setting that everyone can see and everyone can execute on. Now, the next one is Google Workspace. So this is kind of your Google Drive, your Google Gmail, all of that. And obviously we have that for the Melrose brand. We have that for SWCEO as well. Google, it kind of runs about, I think mine's around $12 a month. And this might change depending on what your needs are and the size of your organization. But Google Workspace is really useful because it offers all of the tools. You've got Docs, Calendar if you don't use something like Motion. You've got spreadsheets if that benefits you in some way. I love a good spreadsheet. But it's a great way to collaborate with your entire team, again, in one space or one hub. And you can see edit history, you can comment on things, you can collaborate really well and really easily. And for me, just having that Google Workspace has been a game changer, because whether it's my sexting scripts that I used to write out manually, or whether it's my videos that I'm planning, like I can kind of organize all my thoughts right there in Google Workspace. The next tool that I use, and this is more so currently on SWCEO side, but it is applicable in your adult creator business, that is Repurpose. Repurpose AI is a great tool because you can create a piece of content and it will redistribute that content all of these social places. So if you make a reel or a TikTok or a tweet or a podcast or what have you, it will distribute that automatically through a workflow to publish all those other places. So when we create a new podcast episode, for example, it will go through the Repurpose workflow and publish and distribute to all our platforms. If I was to do an educational reel or educational short form piece of content, I could then put it in Repurpose and have it published to Instagram, to YouTube Shorts, to TikTok, and all the rest. It really helps you as a creator maintain consistency and maintain cadence within your business. And I think without a tool that can manage automation in terms of social media distribution, being a creator can get really hard. The next tool that I couldn't live without, this one is Zoom. So maybe for the average adult creator that doesn't manage a team or have virtual assistants or personal assistants or other side hustles going on, maybe this wouldn't be as useful. You know, there are free things like Google Meet, for example, where you could do video calls right there inside your Google Workspace. I just don't like Google Meets and Google Hangouts. They don't cooperate with my PC, and therefore I live and breathe on Zoom. And the best part about Zoom for me personally is we have an AI assistant that note takes for all of our meetings. And this is really, really important because with Zoom taking notes, it helps me to keep track of what we discussed, revisit it, set tasks, set manage projects. Like Zoom is just a godsend. The next one, and this again is a pretty pricey tool, is something called Tweet Hunter. So Tweet Hunter is a Twitter growth tool that kind of helps you schedule tweets, analyze their performance, grow your Twitter presence, and it kind of benefits adult creators in the way that you can do your audience or your fan management and engagement all in one hub, and you don't have to be on the app. So I really like that I can reply to all my fans' individual tweets, like them, retweet them, repost them, what have you, and I can do that on a dashboard versus going into the app where I tend to get distracted. I can also analyze their performance, and then there's cool tools in there for you as well. Not just that you can schedule and publish tweets, but you can actually like set up a workflow. So if someone retweets this specific tweet, I'm going to auto DM them this specific message. So if you think about having a fan engage or retweet or repost something you've published on Twitter, and then auto DMing them maybe a free trial link or something very cool like that, it becomes very handy. The next tool I love is ManyChat. This is kind of like a secret sauce of a lot of like the coaching industry businesses. But ManyChat is the tool that's in play when someone says, comment this word or comment this phrase on my post and I'll DM you this thing. Usually it's like, I'll DM you a free ebook or a free PDF or what have you. But you can apply that in your adult business. ManyChat is actually an Instagram approved third party. So you can incorporate that safely, however you like, to help manage your Instagram platform and your presence and hopefully drive and funnel some traffic. The benefit, I think, really of ManyChat is that you can schedule posts, you can funnel them to where they need to go, and also like they just increase your sales funnel. Like you're gonna get more fans and subscribers, and it's just worth the investment. Then we have Buffers where we schedule all of our social posts, redistribute them across platforms. This is where we schedule anything that isn't relevant or can't be done through Repurpose. So I do carry both those subscriptions. Then finally, and this is a big one, I love and use Loom like crazy. I have talked to you guys about Loom a million times. Loom allows you to screen record your screen while you're going through a workflow while recording your face on camera. So if you've seen a lot of our GPTs tutorials, we're using Loom for those. And it's a great way to demonstrate how to do a thing while communicating and verbalizing about the thing. So it cuts down time on meetings. It's great for having a tutorial or creating tutorials. It's great to show a personal assistant or a VA like the things they should be doing and have it documented. The next subscription I love is 1Password. So 1Password is something that we've implemented across my teams, also across SWCEO, and it's a way to save your passwords and keep them secure and allow people to access them or access the 2FA codes. It's really useful for organizations that have many people and that have many teams, but without it, I really couldn't function. It is probably around like a $20-ish a month subscription, but it keeps us safe. It keeps 2FA on. It protects me as a creator, protects my pages, and it allows my VAs to go in and help me schedule posts or upload content. So very useful. Now, this last one I kind of talked about in our last tracking link video, and that is Bitly. Bitly is a link shortener website or service where you can create tracking links and rename the back end of them and kind of see where your clicks are coming from. I carry this subscription because not every adult platform actually has tracking links. Like OnlyFans, you can go in, you can create a tracking link and you can see who's clicked it and if they subscribed. But the other platforms I'm on, ManyVids, SextPanther, Consensual, all the rest, they don't have tracking link availability. So to loophole that process, I carry a Bitly subscription so I can create my own short links. And then in the dashboard, I can see all of their clicks. So it becomes very, very useful. Now, the last subscription I want to talk about, and this is the most important one, and that is GPTs.ai. I want to mention this because GPTs, it helps you do everything as a creator. Like GPTs is allowing you to write explicit video scripts in a fraction of the time. It allows you to create explicit captions for your fan sites, lock PPVs, OnlyFans posts, whatever posts, and social media posts all alike. You can upload photos to it and say, caption this photo, and it can be a spicy photo. Like GPTs is going to help you with sexting scripts, how to reply to fan DMs and help monetize them. It's going to help you do everything, and it's going to save you so much time, and it's going to make you money. So I think if there's any single subscription you should be carrying, it is by far, GPTs.ai. So I'm going to recap for you. These are all the subscriptions that I mentioned in this video. These are all the things I'm actively carrying. Motion Calendar. This is my calendar. It AI reschedules all of my tasks if I miss something. Google Workspace. This is my Google Hub. It's where I get Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, Google Meets, and all the rest. Then we've got Repurpose. Repurpose is how I distribute content automatically in a workflow. Then we have Zoom. That's where I hold all my meetings, and I have an AI note taker in the background. Then I have Tweet Hunter. It's where I schedule all my Twitter content and how I set up automations in the DMs or to auto retweet or auto plug something after it gets so many likes. Then I have ManyChat. That's the Instagram tool that will auto DM or auto follow up with someone based on the trigger that you set up. And then there's Buffer, another scheduling tool, which most people are familiar with, where you can schedule content across all platforms. This is how I bring my tweets from Melrose to Blue Sky to Threads to everywhere. That happens on Buffer. And then I have Loom. This is how I cut down on meetings and how I build out tasks or tutorials, or how I teach my VAs or executive assistants how to do things. This way we have it documented and someplace people can refer back to. Then I have 1Password. This is how we store all the passwords. This is how we have 2FA turned on and keep everything safe and work with other people and other teams. And then we have Bitly. That's our link shortening tool. This is how we create tracking links for places where they don't exist organically. And then we have GPTs AI. This is where you're going to effortlessly organize, plan, create content, and so much more. GPTs AI can help you write explicit video scripts, caption your spicy site post or social media posts. It can help you create sexing session stories or draft inspired replies to fans to keep them spending in DMs. It can also just help with business strategy. So tracking, what kind of adult content is actually working or what kind of adult content is trending on the hub or other clip sites. You can ask it for real-time internet pulled data like that, and it can help you to sort all of it out. So whatever your spicy creator business needs, GPTs AI can help. Integrating these software subscriptions into my daily operations has significantly streamlined my workflow and enhanced my security, boosted my engagement, and it's just been all around better. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that bell notification so that you never miss any more insights to elevate your adult creator business. And before you go, I do highly, highly, highly recommend you check out GPTs.ai. The reason it's the most important subscription on the list is because it's the single one that will save you time and generate you the most money once you put it into place in your business. And you can sign up right now using the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching CEO Squad, and I will see you in the next one.